All right, guys, take number 3 on this deal. The volume, for some reason on the last video, didn't work. So green screen how-to, here it is right here. Green screen assignment, there it is. Give it a little bit of time here. Obviously pretty late, but I just got done in football practice. So trying to get this to you as quickly as possible. Thank you for your patience. Okay, so for the project, groups of 4, model your story after the Canterbury Tales. Canterbury Tales is written by Geoffrey Chaucer, and it's a pilgrimage. All the people in Chaucer's tale pictured above here are going to be traveling to and from Canterbury. The Canterbury Tales are actually written here. This is the version that they are in on the left. And on this same website, the more English or more English-friendly reader version of the Canterbury Tales. When that loads up, we'll get to it. Here are the note summaries. Again, we're going to load that and then come back to it. And so same thing, Canterbury Tales here. The Labyrinth is here. And then this is information on the Middle Ages. So those key features that you're going to emphasize, you can go to the Labyrinth for that. An ideal world, the travelers will stop somewhere, tell their story, and then the story will come alive on the green screen. You can get a good setting for them. So sitting around a campfire, you can get them in the woods, you can get them on the road, you can get them in a tavern. Whatever it is that you want to do, make sure that it is Middle Ages appropriate and that they're on the travel. Make sure that in their story they have a hometown, and you talk about feudalism and the manor system. On the green screen background, you're going to need a map of where your character came from, right, and where they're going to. Okay, so there should be kind of some movement, perhaps, or just a flash of a line that goes from and to. Make sure that you're actually working your geography and using it in your video. Description of your character's social class, and then the satire of your character's social status, or someone famous from then or even now. It might be kind of funny to interject some now type people in there, kind of a back in time Bill and Ted's, or some of those types of movies. Here's the sheet that you're going to fill out to get yourself planned up. Your character's name and description, 3 descriptive characteristics of your character. You can get plenty of those from Canterbury Tales. You can get them from the people that are actually there. You can look at some of the spoofs that are provided as examples. The name and traits of the model. So who are you making fun of, and what are they like? Your setting, where is it happening? And then what are they doing? Are they going on a pilgrimage, or are they going on a crusade? And then key elements from the Middle Ages to features. So what is it that you're going to feature in your story, and how are you going to get that done? Every single person needs this, because each character has to tell a story. The beginning must be included, so lead into the story or an introduction, then have some rising action, a middle or climax, and then the falling action. Okay? And then finally the resolution. And there must be some conflict. All of your people can have the same conflict, or you can have 4 different conflicts, or any combination of that. Sources for your information. You got to have a source from the Labyrinth, and you also have to have an outside source. Just put the information in there and go ahead and link it. So put the title and then put the link on it. Scoring guide. Preparation. Make sure you're on task and you're submitting on time. We're going to watch these in class, so it's imperative that you be on time with this assignment. If you're not on time, you're going to lose points. Story. Your skit includes descriptions of the exposition, rising action, climax, and resolution. If you're missing those, you'll miss points as you go down, and they're subtracted. Sources. Your sources include greater than 4 pieces of information, and you got to use 2 sources: an outside source, textbook, Canterbury Tales, Spark Notes, whatever it is, and or the Labyrinth. Okay, so those are the 2 that have to be in there. 1 source, no sources, no credits. So roll your credits through at the end of your video. You can just put a document up there and green screen it out. You can float it through, whatever you need to do. Okay. The presentation, you can speak clearly. You can use cue cards in your hand. You can put them behind the screen. So like back over here, all right, so that you can't see them on the screen and you can still read from them, or you can memorize your lines. Bottom line is that when it's time to be serious, you're serious. And when you're not supposed to be serious, feel free to giggle, but make sure that it's appropriate for your skit. Next, the content. You got to have an accurate map. You got to have an intriguing setting, images. You got to have video, and you need smooth transitions between your stories and your characters. So if you want to do some kind of magical thing, go ahead and do it. If it's not magical, you could just make fun of it like I'm about to. Blah, 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 blah. Right? And then finally, your video needs to engage your peers. So whether it is actually entertaining or not is going to be important to us, because when we're looking for notoriety for the things that we make, the way that they engage people is important to us. If you have any questions, shoot me an email. And sorry for the delay on this. Hope things are going well. Have a good evening.